Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're updating one of my Panda palette projects. I'm doing a couple this year. Well, I'm doing the traditional Panda palette, I'm doing Panda face palette, and then the third one which I introduced this year, and it's the first time for me doing this, is Panda palette in order. This was created by Taylor Buell. I will have her link down below of course, and I was inspired by this project years and years ago when she first created it. She isn't posting anymore, but I followed her along and I absolutely fell in love with it, but I couldn't find a spot for it in my filming schedule. However, I have now done so, and I felt like this is the year that I want to introduce it into my, like, I don't know, project arsenal, I guess. But I'm gonna jump in to share with you where I'm sitting with a palette today. I am working on my Colourpop depotted singles, if you are unaware. I created a BYOP and I randomized the order of the shadows, but I need to hit pan on them in order. So I'm gonna jump into that, but before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So, like I said, I am working on a BYOP. It has obviously all my Colourpop depotted singles, and if you watched the introduction to this project, you would have seen me randomize the order they're in here. So I didn't pick the order myself, which means that I'm getting shades, you know, not depending what time of year or anything like that. It just random, completely random. So this past month I was working on this purple shade right here, which I have been working on now for 2 updates. This is the shade Fluff, which came from the Lilac You A Lot palette, and again it's this beautiful purple shade. It is the first shimmer that I'm working on in this project. The first month it was in the project I reached for it 8 times, and this is what it looked like at the last update. I only worked on it like about half of the month leading up to last update, just because I was working on a different shade for the first bit of that month, so I didn't get to use it as much as I would have wanted. This is what the shadow looks like today. So as you can see, I was eventually able to hit pan. It only took me 3 additional uses since that update to hit pan, for a total of 11 uses. This shadow definitely has a lot of use now, so let's talk about it. So yeah, this is the shadow now. I'm just holding it up so you don't see the palette quite yet, but as you might be able to see, this shadow has a lot of wear and tear, and it actually started crumbling quite a lot in the past month when I was leading up to hitting pan on it, so I had to like press it down quite a bit, and I can definitely tell the age of the shadow now. It is on its last legs, I would say, and I think it's a shadow that could easily pan quite quickly because again it doesn't perform as nicely, so it just crumbles, it's not as pigmented, so I have to build it up, stuff like that. I am considering decluttering this one, but for now, while I'm still working on this project, I will keep it in. Maybe at the end of the year I will go through this palette and declutter some of the shades. Otherwise I might do it when I finish this palette or finish this project up, we'll see. But for now I'm happy that I managed to pan on this shadow, and it didn't come as any surprise to me at all because I knew that I was close and I knew this would be an easy shade for me to pan on. So yeah, 11 uses to pan on Fluff, and let's talk about the shadow that I started working on after I pan on this shade. So the shade I came in after Fluff was this shadow right here, which is called Chill Factor, and it's originally from the Mint to Be palette. It is this kind of murky, kind of green, turquoisey mint shadow. It is quite a unique shade, and that's one of the reasons why I held on to this shadow, even though it's not like a shadow that I reach for every single day. So I obviously haven't had that long to work on it, but I have reached for it 5 times since I hit pan on Fluff and started focusing on this shade, and this is what it looks like today. So there is a little bit of a dip going, but I still have quite a ways to go. I have no idea how long this is going to take me to hit pan on, but I reckon it's going to take another 10 to maybe even 15 uses, so it's going to be a hard one. But at least I'm happy that I started using it in the past month and that I, you know, got a little bit of a head start on it. So again, this is the shadow right here, and you might be able to see that slight dip. I am wearing this one on my eyes today. I'm wearing it all over the lid. I'm blending it up with a different green, and then obviously I have some shimmers and stuff on and like some pinks to complement it. I actually feel like this is a very kind of wicked type of look with a pink under eye and then pink glowy lash line and then the green top lid. Very, very happy with this look. I realized that it looks very wicked-esque when I was finished doing it, and I really love how it turned out. But I use this one today as like a base for like the outer corner and all over my lid, like I said, for the shimmer shadow, and then I use a lighter green to blend it out. I still have a long way to go with this shade, like I said, and we're just gonna have to see how long it takes me. I am very determined to try to hit pan on this one in the next month because I want to get through as much of this palette as I can. I want to complete at least the first row of this palette this year, and I can now show you what the palette looks like as well. So that there is Fluff, and then here is the one I'm working on right now. So I am making headways, and I only 2 shades I have left to hit pan on the top row of these 2 right here. So, you know, that would be nice to do before the end of the year, and then I can start off with 2 like simple, more easy shades here because they are shimmers, and I think they will be easier than the mattes. But yeah, first off I need to complete these these two shades. And first up, I need to focus on that green. Those are the two shadows that I've been working on. That is Fluff and that is Chill Factor. And again, we'll see how long it takes to pan on Chill Factor. I think I'm going to use it a lot, so you're probably going to see a lot of green looks from me in the next month, just because I do want to pan with the shadow. I rolled in a complementary shade into my pan of eyeshadows, which is that green crease shade that I'm wearing today, so that I have that to work on together with the shade, so I can make, you know, some more cohesive looks. But that is what I'm working on at the moment. In case I do hit pan on that shade, I do want to just let you know what I'm going to work on next, if so, and that is this shade right here from the Aha Honey palette, and this is the shade Totally Buggin'. And that is that shade swatched out, and it would actually work really nicely with this green, but as you know, I don't actually start working on the new shade before I pan on the other one, so I'm not going to touch a yellow until I pan on Chill Factor, that's what it's called. Also, just because I mentioned that, I don't actually start working on any shades before I pan on them, so I will just insert now the picture of when I had hit pan on the purple shade, so you can see that I did actually pan on it before I started working on the green, even though the green doesn't really have a massive dip, so, you know, technically I could have overlapped, but I promise you I didn't, so that is going to be the same with the next shadow too. So that is going to be it for my update today. It's a short and quick video with these updates because I only work on one shade at a time, well, two this month, but one at a time, so I don't really have too much to talk about each month, but we'll see how far I can get next month. I definitely will try to pan on this green, and if I can start working on that yellow, that would be amazing as well. So I hope you guys are having the best day wherever you are, of course, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.